I went through a very difficult divorce. Went from what I thought was a very happy marriage and things were good to it completely sending me into a downward spiral. And so after that, I fell deeply into drugs and alcohol. I started out in using cocaine, and ultimately it led me to using methamphetamines. But so much so that I literally smoked methamphetamines every minute of every day of my life for about 3.5 years. I had tried to quit 6 different times. Every time I would get sober, I would last maybe a month or two, and then I would find myself not being able to break free from that. I overdosed, and I ended up at Hoag Hospital. And a few people showed up to help me and to get me well, but it wasn't really like I thought it would be. It was not like tons of people sitting there going, oh, let's go save Derek. And I decided at that point I needed to really make a concerted effort to get sober. So I went back and really tried to do a better job. And I think I stayed sober that last go around like 4 months. Someone approached me and said, oh, you've been sober for a while. You could take one hit. And next thing I know, I'm another 1.5 years back into it again. And I woke up at Hoag Hospital again. And the second time I woke up there was no one there. I had burned every bridge of every relationship I had. I was 8 years in business and had a house and cars and very successful. And I lost everything. It was probably the best thing that ever happened to me, because it was at that moment that I realized, wow, I know I'm better than this. I have to do something to make a change. And so I got sober. I had this thought in my head that said, if I could be this good at drugs, maybe I could be just as good at getting addicted to something that's positive. Started going to spin classes every day, and everybody was positive and successful. And it dawned on me, I'm like, this is what I need. I need to be doing this every day. And I found myself spending 7 days a week, sometimes twice a day at different studios, so people wouldn't know that I was crazy. But I was sober for a few months, and I had this unbelievable fear that somehow I was going to get sucked back in like every other time. And I needed to come up with something that was 100% gotta work. And I grabbed 2 of my best friends and said, we're doing this thing called a 12-week fitness challenge. We're going to make it very official. We're going to go get our body fat tested in a hydrostatic dunk tank. We're going to have what I called a Last Supper dinner. We're going to all come to this Last Supper dinner, bring our body fat results so we can share them. And then we would collectively go over these results and help each other set realistic but very challenging 12-week body fat goals. And what happened is all these people saw the transformation, number one, that I went through, because it was pretty ridiculous, drug addict turned like fitness model. And then my buddies got amazing results. So by default, people were just asking, what are you guys doing? And we just said, oh, we did this 12-week fitness challenge. And people just started saying, oh, I want to do it. How do I do it? So the next time we had like 5 people, and then the next time we had like 15, and then it went to like 30, and then we had 60. And then what's exciting about what we've accomplished is that through the systems and the processes that we've put into place, we have helped thousands of people to make the decision to change their lives. Every time I have a conversation with someone new, I share a bit of my story, and I say, listen, this is an opportunity for you to now inspire some people. This is not necessarily about you, because you're going to get results. It's about how many people can you inspire because you made this decision to change your life. The 12 life, that phrase, comes with so much responsibility. It's hard for me because the 12 means everything to me. It saved my life, and it gives me purpose. If Josh and I were to walk away from this tomorrow, it wouldn't stop. We couldn't stop this, because there's so many people that have been affected that are so passionate about it. I honestly feel like this would continue on with or without us.